Hi everyone, namaste. Today's tutorial is talking about Virabhadrasana 1 and Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 1 and Warrior 2 pose. Something that is super common is in a Vinyasa sequence, launching from Warrior 1 and opening up into Warrior 2. And today I'm going to explain why that is actually not so suitable or realistically possible in a Vinyasa sequence. The footwork in a Vinyasa in a Warrior 1 is quite different to the footwork in a Warrior 2, and being our foundation, ideally the most important aspect of an asana is the area of your body in contact with the earth, your foundation. So according to the yoga master BKS Iyengar, I'm going to first step through Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 pose. For Warrior 1 pose, we are starting in a position, our feet, like we're standing on train tracks, so your feet are hip width apart. If you take a direct step backwards and turn your foot out on a 45-degree angle, so that the outer edge of your foot is grounded. There is no lift on the back foot. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's no lift on the back foot. This posture is a strengthening pose with your hips facing forward, a closed hip asana. So when you're bending into this front leg, you really shouldn't be feeling too much of a stretch in your legs actually. It's strengthening. Your hips are facing forward, and if you put your hands on your hip bones, you'll feel that they're actually facing forwards, or you can see and point them to face forwards. From here, reaching the arms up to the sky. Now there is the variation of a crescent, taking a back bend, but the traditional posture is keeping a straight spine, reaching straight up. Your hands can be nice and wide, maybe even bend the elbows, especially if you have quite tight shoulders. You can bring the palms together into a prayer position above, but if you find that this is creating a bunching of the shoulders, lifting up, separate, relax, keep the hands apart. For today, I'll keep the hands apart. So noticing here, my feet are heel to heel alignment, or even a little bit wider. Hips are facing forwards, straight back. Virabhadrasana 2. Taking your feet nice and wide, there is a stretch, and particularly on the inner thigh and groin. This is an open hip position. So your feet starting parallel, turning the toes out. You'll notice here that my back foot is on a 90-degree angle, not 45, 90-degree angle. And there is a heel to arch alignment, not heel to heel, heel to arch. So if you were to draw an imaginary line from my front foot, it would cross through the center of the back foot. Bending the front knee so that you can go nice and low, so separate the feet so your legs can be nice and wide and your hips can lower down, feeling that strength and stretch in inner thighs and the legs, making sure that the knee does not track over the ankles and your knee is about in line with your middle toe. So here I'm drawing the left hip back. The right knee is bent and open. So this is actually considered an open hip position, an open hip asana. Unlike Warrior 1, where it's actually a closed hip posture, we're opening up here. The arms are straight, there's no leaning forward and back. Shoulders are over the hips, arms are strong and straight, in line with the shoulders. Your gaze is over the front hand. Lowering the hips down, feeling that stretch and the strength in the legs, and energetically drawing the feet towards each other like magnets. This is quite a strong, powerful position. Now to go back to what I was saying before, with it being challenging in a Vinyasa going from Warrior 1 to Warrior 2, it's most commonly demonstrated from the down dog position, raising the leg, coming into Warrior 1. So we've all seen this in a Vinyasa sequence. Opening to a Warrior 2. Now the problem here is that my hips are forwards. So to actually open up into Warrior 2, I have to adjust my back foot to 90 degrees, adjust my front foot to come into that center alignment, turn my hips, and then open up. So you can see from a warrior one pose here, opening, I'm not actually in warrior two at all. I've just changed my hands, my arms, but my legs haven't changed. So this is not Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 1, Warrior 2. For the teachers out there, if you're wanting to sequence to come into Virabhadrasana 2, from your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, you can just come into Ashwa Sanchalanasana, the equestrian pose. From here, spinning the back heel down, opening up. That is the tutorial for today. Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadrasana 2. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste.